Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 6 of the River City Girls playthrough. In the last part, we pretty much beaten a Toho-like boss, and now we're moving on to downtown. Before I even began commentary, there was this guy on YouTube complaining about the title that I had, the previous title that I had on the previous part, which was called a Toho. It was pretty much called a Toho boss. That was the original title for it. I changed the title to a Toho-like boss. I mean, what difference does it make if it's Toho or not? The boss was Toho related. I know what Toho is. Anyway, to make a long story short, folks, if you don't like the title that I have for these videos, deal with it. Because I pretty much just make up, what the essential part has to go with. I don't even like putting titles on the video. If you go back to my original stuff, I did not have titles on the videos, so I decided to put titles on it to make it stand out a little bit, other than putting, part whatever and then just leaving it blank. I have that on my other channel right now, which is pretty much my other channel. I'll leave a link in the description. But my other channel is pretty much just me playing, at the time of this recording anyway, me playing the original Ape Escape. So if you folks just want to check that out, that's the channel with no commentary, just gameplay. That's the kind of the slogan over there. I will leave a link for you folks to enjoy that channel if you want. Now, if you hear noise in the background, that's my air conditioner going off. It is so hot here in the state of Florida, it's not even funny, and I'm getting tired of the extreme heat. So I don't know, sooner or later I'll end up moving out of this state, but for now I'm just, that's the situation with that's just the whole craziness, folks. But anyway, I'm not gonna let that get to me. I'm not gonna let that ruin the part for you folks. Just kind of wanted to get that off my chest in case that person was watching. Anyway, the boss here in red, I've already explained the situation with him, so I'm gonna try to get the opportunity to recruit this guy on my team, and I'm having a little difficulty doing that. But now that we kind of got intel of what to do and where to go, that's where we're heading to, and that's what we're doing right now. I'm going to have to get another microphone or headset, because this headset that I have right here is complete garbage. I'm noticing that it seems like I'm cutting in and out, which I'm really not. I'm just talking how I normally talk. And this microphone seems like, or headset I should say, it seems like it's cutting it out, and I don't like that. Sometimes it cuts out the words that I'm saying. Sometimes it makes it seem like I'm not saying anything at all when I really am. So yeah, this headset is going out the door. It's complete trash. I'm gonna stick with it as long as I can, but yeah, this headset is garbage. It is the Black Web, it's called the Black something Web headset. It's a typical headset that you can find at like Walmart. Don't get it, folks. It's trash. I tried using my my PlayStation 4 headset. That turned out to be garbage for this. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to stick with the better to trash, which is this, unfortunately. The PlayStation, the official PlayStation 4 headset is nice, but this headset right here, it's trash, folks. And I just want to apologize for that because it does seem like, I'm probably hearing it upon playback that I am going in and out of the videos. Now, it seemed to be working nice when I was working on the update video. It sounded like it was sounding pretty nice. But from there on in, I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know why it's going the way it is. I tried dialing with the speakers, which I'm actually clicking on right now, and it's giving me that I do have the speaker headset in, but I don't know if it's have something to do with the position of the mic or whatever. But yeah, this headset is just trash, folks. I'm going to be looking into getting the original headset what I had, which was Logitech. Those headphones are trash too, but at least it's not cutting in and out like this microphone headset is. So Yep, I'm unhappy with this headset. I thought it would be good, considering that the fact that I couldn't find the Logitech headset that they had because when I started off YouTube, I was going off with stuff that was cheap, and the Logitech, it was cheap. That's what I did my previous solo playthroughs with, was the Logitech. And you could kind of hear it within the previous playthroughs and whatnot, but this headset is just garbage, and I'm not happy with it. But enough about trash headsets. We're playing a Streets of Rage game here. I'm trying to keep it all on topic and whatnot. But in the downtown area, there is two bus stops and 3 shops that you can go to. And I'm going to be using one of the shops because it has a fantastic healing item, which is the first aid, which restores 60% of your stamina. The other ones in there, they're just okay. They just restore 40, 20, and the second runner-up 50. So if you got the cash, use the 50 or the 60, but I'm going to be using the 60. Extra 10% doesn't hurt anything. It's like a discount. You want the 50% off or the 60% off. You're gonna go for the 60 because it's more. And yeah, I just used that analogy, but yeah. But at the time of this recording, folks, Streets of Rage 4 has been out for a few days. Hope you folks have been enjoying that. Me and the co-host got that on the first day that it came out. Why not? Fantastic game. When it did release, it did have a 17% off. I found that to be a little odd, but I was like, whatever. I got the PlayStation 4 copy, and I believe it is on the Switch and the Xbox as well, so you got multiple options. What I might do is I might get multiple copies of this game to enjoy on different systems. Why not? I've done it before where I own copies of multiple games, so I might as well do it again. Yeah, folks, it offers, when I first got it, it was 17% off. It was 22 and some change. Now it's 26. Is it worth 26? Heck yeah, it is, because not only do you have fantastic music, you got a story that makes sense. The third one was all over the place. You got plenty of unlockables, so the replayability is high. So if you want a game with that, then this game has, and by this game I mean Streets of Rage 4 has it. That pretty much, with Streets of Rage 4, that's pretty much, unless they announce something surprising, that pretty much is it for me as far as gaming and what I was excited for. I didn't get Final Fantasy VII Remake yet. I'm still holding off that, and I've also, prevented myself from looking up spoilers because I want to be surprised when I play the freaking game. And also, there's, what was that other game that released with it? Resident Evil 3, and, there was another, One Piece Pirate Warriors, which I've, played a little bit of, but I really need to get into it because, all this beat 'em up and stuff, I'm actually getting kind of tired of it. But, it's good to get it on the go while you have the opportunity to do it. But if you play too much of one genre of games, you can get burnt out. I know I've experienced it plenty of times, just try to switch up genres every now and then. I know some people who play nothing but RPGs. Don't you ever get burnt out of that? I know I'm trying to hit this, I see this Sabo statue right here. It's right in front of me. Can't miss it. But I'm also dealing with this jerk right here at the same time. So why not solve 2 birds with 1 stone and use that jerk to break the statue? Why not, get rid of not only the statue, but this guy who was getting on my nerves. But, yeah, folks. Anyway, what I was saying, RPGs. Don't you folks, if you play those, I know, some people get burnt out playing one genre of game, some people don't. Me, I like to mix it up. My genre that I go to, I like RPGs, action RPGs especially. I actually prefer those over regular RPGs, but I will play regular RPGs. Anyway, you guys know I like beat 'em ups, but the co-host likes them way more than I do. Fighting games are my go-to. Open world games are my go-to as well. Actually, speaking of open world, I've been playing, I think I mentioned this before, so I'm just gonna mention it briefly, this part. I've been playing a lot of GTA Online. Just been playing in solo sessions because too many griefers, on one server, so I just been playing solo stuff. And I've been enjoying it, so, you know, if I'm not doing this, I'm actually playing GTA, and if I'm not playing GTA, then I'm just pretty much just, you know, doing my own little thing. But man, if this one game, this game does have blocks, but that's rare in video games, folks. I find it to be rare in video games. But anyway, folks, we have to clear this way out because this place looks like a freaking, it's cluttered with junk. But anyway, in that terminal, what they was just talking about, it was nothing good in that shop. That's why I cut it. But in that terminal, what they was talking about is where we're gonna find the next boss, which is Abobo. We're gonna be we're gonna be beating him up. He's the next boss that we have to tackle. With the weight of this microphone and how it's acting up, it's gonna take me 10 years to finish off one part. But anyway, folks, I just went back over because I pretty much just recorded the end of this, part until I noticed that the audio was freaking messed up. I might have to get, Audacity, or I think that's what it's called. You know, the audio program. I might have to get that involved with this because I'm tired of going over footage that I've already gone over, as far as with the audio, so I might have to do something with that. I just got to see what it is, you know, because I noticed the audio waves it wasn't consistent. Usually when I do narration or record over, that's why I'm probably gonna start doing more live commentaries. But anyway, when I'm recording, I can see the audio waves. Same thing when I'm doing a live commentary, I can see the audio waves. And if I notice something weird, you know, even if it's, you know, the tiniest mistake, I go back over it. If I'm doing a live one, I just said screw it. But if I'm doing commentary and I notice a hiccup, I'm not going to leave that audio in for you folks. I was going to call you files. But that sounds like an insult. But I'm not going to leave that in for you folks because, number one, you're not going to get anything but a bunch of gibbered up noise anyway. And that's probably going to cause you to click off the video. So I try my best to bring you folks good ones. Even with a crappy microphone like this, I try to give you folks the best audio quality that I can muster. It's not going to be perfect, of course, until I get something that's a little less shittier than this. So, you know I'm bitching about this microphone, but it's just that bad, folks. So just bear with me. I'm going to try to keep on to it until I at least finish this playthrough. And then I'll, hopefully within the next few playthroughs, I'll have something that's better than this shitty thing. Anyway, folks, we had to get the keys for this construction guy, and you're gonna turn out something here. It's not even his keys, and he had his keys in his pocket the whole freaking time. And that just pissed him off completely, yeah. But anyway, folks, with this is this little quest complete for this guy, we can go and fight Abobo, which I'll go over details of what he, his phases and vice and all that stuff. Even though the details aren't available for every boss, but I'm gonna try to, fill you in for information and just tips and hints on what you can do in order to defeat the boss in case you're having a hard time with it. I know there's other playthroughs and guides. Actually, I haven't found any really good guides for this game. The only guide that I really used was the Sabo statues, but any other guide that's helped you go through the game, I haven't really found any, unless I'm not looking hard enough. which in that case, I guess I need to look harder, but I was trying. Before the audio had corrupted and the video that I had previously recorded, I was talking about how 2019 had some great games. It was a year for great games, folks. We had a lot of games that came out. Not only did this game come out, but we also got Indivisible, which I'll be talking about in a few minutes if I haven't talked about already. And we've gotten like Jedi Fallen Order. We got a lot of great games to come out, folks. And I'll be playing Indivisible, you know, eventually whenever you know, I have the time for it. I have a lot of games in backstock that I want to get to. The next game I'm thinking about doing, and don't quote me on this, because things can change, is a PlayStation 1 classic game called I finally gotten a copy of my hands on that. So it's a German word, but if you folks have watched my Let's Look At, some of you probably don't, but go look at that series. It's games that I may or may not get to. Mostly might not get to, or it's just something I want to show off in the meantime when I don't have anything planned. So, folks, in that, to make my point clear, I was looking at the, do you know when the PlayStation used to give out those demo discs, most, you know, in the PlayStation Magazine, or Pizza Hut did a promotion with PlayStation, which, that was awesome times, folks, back then, when you got a new PlayStation, didn't have any games for it, and then you was able to play, you know, 10, 15, 20-minute demos of games that were coming out, you know, that following year. That was an awesome time to be a kid. But anyway, to get to my point, there was a game on there called Enzire, but I don't know. I'm probably too lazy to edit that within the video, but just know that I'm going to get to that game eventually. You know, it's just a process of, you know, I got all this stuff, all these other playthroughs in the midst. I gotta finish recording one, and then I gotta record my voice of another. So, just give it some time, folks, and, eventually I'll be able to get a lot of games in here. You know, this channel is still fairly new, with it being 4 years old. I didn't know the anniversary. I think I've already explained that in another video, so I'm not gonna go over it again. But, anyway, folks, yeah, just give me, you know, cause I'm only one guy here. You know, it's not like I got a team of producers or anything to help me out. It's just me, you know, my laptop, my editing software, and whatever other other programs I can get my hands with, you know, when the money's right. Just me doing my own thing here, folks. So, just give it time, give it patience. I'm glad to be uploading again. Because I've been away from that far too long. I explained that in my update video, so folks go watch that when you get the opportunity to. If you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you to do anything that you don't want to do. But anyway, I was supposed to be talking about phases of this guy's fight, and I completely ignored that. So let's go ahead and do that before the video ends. So, safest thing to do is to hit him once or twice. You know, to hit him 2 or 3 times and walk away. If you knock him down, you can stomp him a good 2 or 3 times with ground stomps, but he'll attack you as soon as, you know, he gets up, which you folks probably already know. He's gonna be smashing the floor with his fists, which will do damage to you if you're standing. So try to jump right before it hits, or you can do a wall jump to avoid it if you can't get the timing right. The attacks will also cause rocks to fall from above, but you can avoid those with the shadows of them. Also, larger ones will fall, which he will try to throw at you, which is he's doing right here. But you can knock him out of his hands if you attack him before he gets the opportunity to throw him at you, because those rocks do damage. As you can see, I'm kind of doing what I call the tuck and roll method. which is hitting him with this attack and then backing away from him when I get the opportunity to do so. It's not 100%, but you know, it's a method that works for me. But anyway, you know, when he gets to a third of his health, which he is at right about now, he's gonna try to suck in air. And you're about to see him do that in just a few here, folks. Yeah, he's gonna be doing that attack. And when he does, basically, when he does that attack, which he's doing, that's going to try to pull you in, you know, so he could throw you, and that attack's gonna hurt. So don't make sure you run away. And when he, you know, you do that enough, he's gonna tire out. So, you know, and also at this point, he can also clap his hands, his fists together, and launch shockwaves on the ground, which will bounce off the wall and come back either way. So, you know, this guy, he has a arsenal of attacks, but as long as you're careful, you know, you can beat the crap out of this guy, you know, and take care of this chump. Because in the end, this guy is aggravating. If you're not a patient person, he can get on your nerves with the attacks that he's doing. But if you got enough patience, you'll eventually take down this guy. He won't end up being a problem at all. But these were the shockwaves that I was talking about, that he, you know, he does too. It can follow you a little bit, and it also can go up walls. So you just got to be careful. You know, just follow the steps. Actually, don't follow the steps I do, because I took care of this guy pretty poorly. So, you know, if you find your own methods of taking care of this guy, just go ahead and do it. He only has a little bit of health left, and then he'll be finished. But you folks better believe I'll be going to a shop to get healed up. And with that, that's the end of this guy. KO. Love seeing that after finishing off the boss. And luckily those attacks didn't affect me at the end, because it probably would have killed me if so. I hate games that do that. That even if you take care of the boss, the hitboxes are still effective and it causes you to die. I hate games that do that, and there are plenty of them out there. None come to mind right now, but I'm pretty sure there are some games out there that does that. You know, you defeat the final boss, and he unleashed the attack before you defeated him, and it ends up that before his death animation is complete, you end up dying too, and you have to do the whole process all over again, especially if it was a tough boss and you don't want to do it again, and you're like, you know, you're raging out because of that. So, yeah, there's been plenty of games, in my opinion, that have done that crap to me, and I hated it for it. But the next boss we found out pretty quickly is Noise. She's in town, so we have to go and interrogate her with their fists. So they're gonna be doing that in just a few. Anyway, folks, that's gonna pretty much do it for this part right here. So yeah, next time we're gonna be facing Noise and see what she has to offer, folks. I hope you folks enjoyed this part. I had a pretty good time. I don't know about you, but yeah, folks, I'll see you next time, and we'll continue from there. So have a great night, folks, and take care. See you soon.